Today we are talking the best time to travel to Mexico, Cuba, Costa Rica, and Jamaica. Picking just the right time of season isn't as simple as you might think. It's a delicate dance between weather, prices, and crowd size. But don't worry, we're here to guide you through it all. The year is typically divided into two travel seasons, the high season and the low season. High season is when the weather is at its best, the sun is shining and the skies are clear. It's when these destinations are at their most vibrant and inviting. However, with great weather comes great crowds, and with those crowds come higher prices. The rooms you've been eyeing, they might cost you a pretty penny during the high season. Now, let's talk about the low season. This is usually when the weather is less predictable. It might be a bit rainy, a bit cloudy, a bit cooler at night. But guess what? It's also when the crowds thin out and prices drop. This means you could score a penthouse suite for the price of a regular solo room. Imagine that in Mexico, Cuba, Costa Rica, and Jamaica, the high season typically falls between December and April. This is when the weather is at its best, but also when prices soar. But here's a secret. September and October, part of the low season, is a hidden gem. It's usually out of the bad weather season, so everything is lush and green. The crowds, they're at a minimum. And the prices, let's just say you'll be getting more bang for your buck. But there's one exception to keep in mind. October in Mexico can get a bit pricey because of the Day of the Dead celebration at Halloween on October 31st. It's a spectacle, sure, but it might make a dent in your wallet. No matter what time you travel, make sure to pack sunscreen. The sun is always strong no matter the time of year. But don't go packing your bags just yet. Stay tuned as we look into the specifics of each destination. First up, let's hop on a plane to Mexico. Now, Mexico is a beautiful blend of vibrant culture and diverse climates, making it a year-round destination. But if we're talking about the best time to visit, September takes the crown. Why? Well, fewer people for starters. The bustling streets are less crowded, allowing you to soak in the beauty of Mexico without the usual hustle and bustle. But there's more. Lower prices are the icing on the cake. From accommodations to excursions, you can experience the same luxury at nearly 60% off. Imagine staying in a penthouse suite for the price of a regular room. October, though, is a different story. Prices spike due to the Day of the Dead celebration, a major cultural event in Mexico. But don't let that deter you. Even with the higher prices, it's an unforgettable experience. So, if you prefer a quieter and cheaper vacation, September is your month for Mexico. Next, we cross the Gulf to Cuba, a land frozen in time. Cuba, where the rhythm of salsa and the aroma of rich coffee fills the air, is a tropical paradise steeped in history. But let's talk seasons. While the island is lovely all year round, there's something special about visiting during the slower months. Imagine strolling through Havana's cobblestone streets, soaking in the vibrant colors, the classic cars, and the timeless architecture, without the usual throngs of tourists. The prices are as welcoming as the locals, with accommodations often going for 60% less than during the high season. It's the perfect time to snag that upper-class suite you've been eyeing for the price of a regular room. The slow season also means less competition for those must-try experiences, so whether you're exploring the lush Vinales Valley or diving in the crystal-clear waters of Varadero, you'll get more for less. Cuba, with its vintage charm, is best enjoyed without the rush, so consider the slower months. Moving south, we land in Costa Rica, the green paradise. This jewel of Central America is a haven for biodiversity, with its lush rainforests, stunning beaches, and a plethora of wildlife. But when should you visit to truly soak in this green paradise? For those craving a dose of Costa Rica's verdant landscapes, the slower season spanning May through November is your golden ticket. This period tends to be less crowded, letting you bask in the beauty of the rainforests, the symphony of exotic birds, and the tranquility of the beaches, all at leisure. And here's a bonus. This is when the country is at its greenest, painting an enchanting picture for nature lovers. Now let's talk about the peak season, from December to April. While the weather is reliably dry and sunny, the prices can be a bit of a downer. The same room you could get in the slower season for a song might have you singing the blues with its peak season price tag. So if you're planning a trip during these months, be prepared to shell out a little extra. But whether you visit during the peak or the slower season, Costa Rica never skimps on the charm. Its vibrant culture, delectable cuisine, and friendly locals are constants throughout the year. If you're a nature lover, Costa Rica in the slower season offers a lush, green, and budget-friendly experience. Finally, we sail to Jamaica, the island of all right. Known for its vibrant culture, reggae rhythms, and lush landscapes, Jamaica is a paradise that promises a unique experience any time of the year. But if you're looking for a laid-back, more exclusive experience, then timing your visit is key. The high season, which spans from December to April, may offer you the best weather, but it also comes with a hefty price tag. There are ways around this if you book early sometimes. On the flip side, the slower season, particularly September, is when Jamaica truly becomes an all-right island for the travel-savvy. Not only are hotel rates significantly lower, but the competition for excursions also decreases, which means you can enjoy more for less. Plus, September is usually out of the bad weather season, making the island lush, green, and even more breathtaking. However, if you're considering a trip in October, although not as popular as in Mexico, the Day of the Dead celebrations at the end of the month make it a popular time to visit. But the increased demand also means higher prices. So for a laid-back and affordable Caribbean experience, Jamaica in the slower season is your best bet.